Welcome everyone. Tonight's show we have the president of Precision Rimfire Australia, Jason Shaw. G'day Jason, how are you mate?
G'day Dom, g'day everybody, how you going?
Good to see and hear you again. It's been a while.
It has, hasn't it? Yep.
Jason and I were talking the other day, and we sort of agreed let's jump on and do a bit of an ad lib podcast. Normally I've got all my questions here. I've only written down a couple of things tonight, so I hope you've got some content, Jason.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of content, a little bit of updates for people. So yeah,
Okay, so let me start. How have things been going with PRA? You guys been busy?
very, very busy. There's a lot of little things going on in the background. We've got the US trip coming up. We've got next year's finale. We've started the X matches, like the beta testing for the X matches. Yeah, just all those little things. All the members coming on board, just trying to deal with that. So yeah.
I had the Bucking boys on last night for an interview.
Yep. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that'll be released soon. How are our numbers going? How's our competitor numbers? How's our club numbers going?
So we had our meeting last night actually, and as it stands now, we're 115 registered members.
Yeah.
There's a couple there just have to pay their membership fee, and then they're part of it.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's not too bad really for our first 6 months, not even that.
Yeah.
We'll do it. So people definitely see value in being a part of PRA, being part of the community.
Yeah.
So the uptake's very good. Poor Lisa in Canada, she's trying to keep up with us. Every time I talk to her, she's like, "You're what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're up to this." And she goes, "Damn."
And of course, you don't stir her at all, do you?
No.
I have spoken to Lisa. I know a few things.
Yep. She's a top lady. She's very passionate about NRL22.
Yeah.
Very supportive of the Canadian group, and also keen to do some international stuff as well.
Yeah, right. Yeah, her enthusiasm is infectious. I love it.
It is. She's really cool to be around.
Yeah, I bet she is. Righto, so what's new? What can you tell us?
So last night we decided on the team for the US. I'm not going to release who they are. So, but we do have a team, and I am going to announce that we actually have 15 spots, not 12.
Oh, excellent.
So, yeah, I managed to secure 15 spots. Talking to the guy in the US and promising a few things. So we've had to deliver that. The team will consist of 2 base class shooters, 2 ladies shooters, 2 juniors, and 2 old guns. Well, those positions have been going to be offered out to those anyway. And then the rest are made up from open class throughout Australia.
Yep, right.
We will have a couple of reserves also on there as well, just in case for some reason someone drops out or whatever. So there's, I think, about 20 people in total who will receive some sort of notification in the next few days.
Man, that's exciting.
It is. It really is exciting, going from 5 for the first year, then they're going to 12, so now 15. So we feel very privileged that the US has allowed us to have 15 people go over.
Yeah, and you should be proud of what you guys have done too. You and your committee. I think it's like I've been watching this since its inception, very intently. I think yeah. Good on you fellas too for what you've done. I think a lot of people really appreciate, although they may not say it that often, I find.
Yep. I mean, honestly, without like Jason Edwards and Ben Benecki at the start, we never be where we are now. So it's a massive for both those guys. They'll always be the OGs, the original founders of NRL22.
Yeah.
Just we're moving on. We've got a bigger crew now, sort of thing. We've got 6 people on the committee. Probably chuck another person on there soon, just to give us that uneven number for voting. But everyone seems to be very like-minded, very positive, and I just want to see NRL22 and shooting just grow and grow and go from strength to strength each year.
That's hard, eh? I think a lot of people, and certainly a lot of our members, would have been involved with committees or in committees. It's a real balancing act, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, definitely is. Yeah. You always get a few strong personalities in there and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you treat each other with respect, and you listen to each other's opinions. And I've had my opinions changed a few times. I've thought of one way, and then the guys have explained something. I thought, you know what, that's a better way of doing it. So even though I'm the president, I'm happy to listen to anybody, sort of thing.
Who are the 6 that you've got? I don't think most people would know this.
So there's myself, And then we've got Al Phillips is the vice president. Then we have Grant Stevens as the treasurer. Gavin Badstow, he is the secretary. We've got Tim Williamson, he's marketing and promotions. That's sort of his forte. And we've got John Surrey, he's our statistician, so the guy that keeps all the numbers, keeps track of all the numbers.
He's the guy with no hair now.
Sorry?
He's the guy with no hair now.
Yeah, well, yeah, no hair and doesn't sleep very well, you know. Drinks a lot of coffee.
Poor bugger.
He may swear at me a fair bit, but, you know, that's okay.
Right. You'd be used to that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm used to it, yeah.
And I just wrote in here a couple of NRL22 X's have kicked off too. Can you talk about that for the folks?
So what we sort of envisaged first was we'd just throw out a couple of quick X matches to see how they sort of went, more of a beta test.
Yep.
You know, we're still finding our way, so we just wanted the clubs, you know what, run the match. As long as you throw your monthly course of fire in there, it's a qualifier. And then anything on top of that's a bonus that we're actually going to learn from. And then next year we'll present that as a guide to the clubs. Yep. So I hope the community at the moment can sort of work with us with that and treat these matches as a bit of fun more than the competitive side. Because again, this is more of us learning what we need to put into place so that next season the clubs can run awesome separate X matches.
Yep.
So maybe a few little teething issues, you know, a few little things people think they can do and it doesn't work and that sort of stuff. Just bear with us. You know, we're sort of letting clubs have their own free reign so they can sort of just do what they need to do. And from there, we'll discuss with all the MDs and then come up with a plan so we can have some really awesome matches for next season.
That sounds like an excellent plan.
Yeah. I mean, we could have put all these rules out there and then half of them not worked. But we thought we'd let the clubs sort of help us find a way.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. And feedback from the shooters, you know, if anybody has any feedback, whack it in an email, throw it through to us. You know, we would appreciate it. You might say, you know, I didn't like this about it. If you add why you didn't like it and what you do to improve it, because there's no point saying, oh, that was rubbish or whatever, without giving us some sort of idea of how we could improve it as well. So that's a very key thing.
What is that? What is that email for those that don't know?
So that's pra.22@outlook.com.
Righto, there you are, folks. For any of your questions or queries, feel free to jump on there.
Even email us on, message us on Facebook. You know, we always monitor Facebook, so that's another way if you want to on the social media.
Okay. What else is new? What else can you reveal?
So we are going to change the season. So currently the season stands from May to April.
Yep.
US. Now whilst we follow the US's rules as closely as possible, because we are, you know, subject to a few different things down here, we've got the ability to manipulate things. So we're going to change our season from January to December. That will allow us a bit more time from the end of the season to finale to give people time to build up the scores they need. At the moment, you know, it's at 6 matches you've got to have for qualification. And then be able to announce, you know, there's so many positions for each club, and then people to book tickets to the accommodation and the actually turn up to the event. So it gives people a bit more time. That was a big thing behind that. So another thing we've also done as well, we've listened to a bit of feedback from MDs and people about the amount of matches we're going to use as qualifiers. So that was a big discussion. A few of the guys, they have a lot of commitment with other matches, with you know, your PRS and stuff like that. So last night we've come up with a choice. You can either shoot 6 monthly matches, standard monthly matches, to qualify for the season, or you can shoot 4 standard monthly matches and 1 X match. So the X match will count for double. So instead of being, you know, 100%, it's going to be worth 200%, same as a finale.
Right.
So it'll still give that 600% sort of scoring, but it'll just be over 5 matches, not 6.
Right.
So, you know, we're trying to keep NRL22 as pure as it possibly can to what it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. But we're also trying to accommodate for all the shooters out there to help out as much as we can. I think, you know, NRL22 is worth you know, turning up for the 6 shoots, because over 12 months, that's 50%. And like for myself, I'm prepared to travel 2 to 4 hours, which gives me a chance of shooting more matches as well. So it's not that hard to get 6, but again, I understand with what's going on down south with all the other commitments, and so hopefully that will help out with down there.
Yeah, I didn't realise that either. You get a bit pigeonholed in your own little area, don't you? When I
Yes.
was reading through um, some of the answers to that question that was posed on the Facebook page, very quickly, I didn't realise that some guys have got multiple divisions to shoot. My
Yep.
God, what a wonderful bad problem to have.
I know, right?
Oh my God, we're like the red-headed grandchild up here in North Queensland.
It's that old joke. I've got on one of the, I think it's on the Instagram page that we sort of started. It says 22 Rimfire is a gateway drug to more shooting type thing. It's
Yeah,
it's so addictive. It really is so addictive.
yeah, it's an easy sell.
It is. Yep.
Yeah,
You can shoot all 4 cheaper.
yeah,
Apparently, if you're not shooting a Voodoo or Rimx and yearly 10x or Lapua Center X or something like that.
yeah. Well, I had this discussion with the boys last night about base class and how statistically, like even with the Americans, when you go back through the years and look, base class fellas have done pretty well. Like my God.
Well, have a look at Tim Breen. I mean, he could be in the top 5, top 3 regularly. QMRC, and QMRC have a lot of good shooters.
Yeah,
You've got some top shooters. So for a base class shooter to keep up with that, and his rifle it's basically a stock standard CZ at 1. He's the only modifications he's done to it is he's taken the cheek riser off. He shoots with that cheek riser, and he's put on his trigger. He's put a trigger shoe on there. That's it. So it's a factory trigger. The trigger shoe he made up himself.
yeah. God love it.
So the rest of the rifle is stock. It's not bedded. Nothing.
That is golden.
So yeah.
Yeah, that is golden. Do you have anything else that you can release for us? Well, let us know.
So our next live stream will be on the 13th, Friday the 13th. I'm going away on a few little things, and that's about the earliest I can get back. It'll be myself and Grant, maybe even Gavin on this one, the Three Stooges, as we call ourselves. So that'll be it. So we'll have a few more updates, actually proper updates about the team. We should be able to release exactly where the Australian finale is going to be.
Yep.
And when it is, just finalising one little thing with the club. So just little internal politics type stuff that we'll have to deal with.
Yeah.
With the different states. And another thing is another issue that people raise that we have sorted out is on our webpage. There is a direct link now to the monthly Courses of Fire.
Okay.
So you can jump on there and download it straight from there now instead of having to log in through the US, apparently. So another little hurdle that we've sort of gotten through.
Well done. Well done. How does merchandise or anything like that look?
Yep, literally just thinking that as well. So talking to promotion and marketing last night, and we're going to be doing some merchandise. Going to probably have a couple of little things coming out for the X matching Coffs in 2 weeks. Just a few little teasers, but Tim's very keen to do a run of monthly shirts. Like each month it'll be a different sponsor on the shirt. So you can buy a shirt each month. Yeah. So just promoting each of the sponsors type thing.
Excellent.
But yeah, so Tim's got a few good ideas. He's just trying to sell 2 houses at the moment. So he's snowed under with that.
Yeah, life gets in the way, doesn't it? I'm not doing as much shooting as I want to either, but it's, you gotta work, and
Yep.
there's stuff going on.
Being a totally volunteer organisation sort of thing, it's very, very much a bit of a life balance as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I can certainly say I don't think you guys are doing a too bad job. I think it's exciting times coming up, isn't there?
Yep. One other thing is also some guy put me onto a Beretta Australia rep. I don't remember who it was. I don't know anyone sponsored by Beretta. And I actually finally spoke to her the other night. So they're very keen to have a chat. So all going well, Beretta will be on board for next season, maybe even earlier than that.
Good on them.
So they sound very keen. I mean, they've got some awesome gear. You think about it, what they actually bring to it. They've got Tika, Norma, RWS, Barris, Vectrox, what are those new rifles are?
Yeah, Victor.
Yep, Vectrix rifles.
Yeah.
Yeah, all awesome gear.
They seem to get behind a fair few shooters too, and a fair few multi, like a fair few different disciplines too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking to the lady, I mean, she sounds really positive about supporting community, not just what can we get out of it. It's what can we give back as well to say thank you.
That's unreal, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, good on you. All right. Anything else? Anything else you can let us in on?
Oh, I'm trying to think what else. Tell you what, these new spawn barrels, the new 1 in 15 that I've got, 3
Yeah.
groove. Oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. Yeah.
Mine's not far away either, but I didn't get a 1 in 15.
Yeah. Now I've been saying to a few people have been asking. I've been saying just hold off. Like there's nothing wrong with the 1 in 16s or the 1 in 14s. Like there's nothing wrong with them. I've been wanting to test this out at distance to see what it's like for spin drift and fighting wind because Grant and I have both been talking about our experiences and how it's a bit different in wind.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's some of the groups mine's been pulling in good conditions. Mate, it's sub MOA the whole way out.
How are you guys going for ammo down south?
Not too bad. Like I shoot Ely match, so and Ely's pretty accessible.
I see it. It's been around for a while, Ely match, isn't it?
Yeah, so I can see what's available through Niwa, and there's quite a bit there.
Yep.
So they do have a good supply of that. And anybody who does shoot Ely match or 10x or anything like that, the first thing you see is, wow, I can see the bullet, like just the shine off the back of the bullet or something. It's like the old Fiocchi 320. It's that silver bullet. I don't know if you ever did the old Fiocchi 320 stuff. It was an awesome round as well.
Yep.
But yeah, it's sad about Lapur or Capstone that they're only giving us small amounts, enough to sort of get us through. If you can find it, grab onto it because the next shipment isn't until, from what I hear, next year, mid next year, sort of thing. So a few shops have got the ASK in stock and the Cenerex. Yeah. But yeah, so if you find what your rifle likes, grab whatever you can.
Yeah, that's a big thing with 22. It's a large rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding with the Swan barrels as well. That they're not super picky. Like they shoot them very well, but they'll shoot exceptional sort of thing. Yeah, so it's not as lot picky whereas other rifles will shoot stuff average and then 1 or 2 very well. I mean, I've got probably 6 different lots of early match in there, and I reckon 5 of those I could take out and then shoot basically any of the matches I want with it.
Yeah.
So, and there's not much difference in the dope. You got a 10 to 20 feet per second difference.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I'm in for a big learning curve because I'm going from a pre-fit to a Swan. So I've actually been buying ammo or stocking up on some ammo that my gun doesn't like at the moment in its current configuration.
Yep.
To see what the Swan barrel will like.
So the reamer he's using, if I'm still correct, is one I bought last year. I got it from the same place that Kenny from Desert Precision Gun Works buys his reamer.
Yep.
So it's the same reamer he runs.
Right.
That's what's going in all the barrels as far as I'm aware. So it is designed for Lapua, but it will shoot the Ely just as well. Yeah,
we've had a discussion too. He's told me that. Yeah, right.
Yep.
All right. Well, listen. Thanks so much for coming on. If I don't get interviews, this segment doesn't roll on. I guess now would be a good time for me to announce to everybody out there. Probably sometime during December, I'm going to pull these back to monthly. I'm just running out of content.
Yep.
Content and people to interview, and it's getting.
Honestly, I was going to say the other thing is thanks for doing such a great job with these as well. I mean, engaging the community is super important in promoting our sport. Like it just makes us stronger, that sort of thing. So thank you very much again for doing this for us all.
You're welcome. I watched with interest with the Americans. They do a great job of promoting this.
Actually, one more thing I might let out of the bag is so the team that's going to the US, hopefully Jonathan O'Cab doesn't see this, but the West End Gun Club match is on the 25th of May. Now, that's the weekend before the finale in the States. So the team would have the opportunity to go shoot that one because we fly to LA, so we can go shoot that match, just surprise him. And Lisa, myself, and Jeremy Walker have been fiddling with the idea. Well, more than fiddling, we're organising an international invitational match just across the border in Canada. During the week after the match as well. It's a fun match. It's not going to be for sheep stations or anything like that. It's going to be shenanigans, bit of fun shooting. Hopefully the Tyler and Janaea from NRL22 USA, they'll come along and shoot it.
Yeah.
Boyd, we're going to offer Boyd Linder to come and shoot it.
Yeah.
Darren Moore, and it's just going to be a fun match. Like we may even dress up in koala suits and stuff like that, and throw empty beer cans at the other guys, like drinking, just empty ones.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a bit of a yobbo fun match sort of thing, and just have a good time. So, another highlight is from what it seems in the USA release is that stage 21 and 22.
Yeah.
We will be in a helicopter shooting ARs at targets.
I see that.
So yeah.
Very good.
Going to be a pretty fun match, that match itself, but the whole trip should be pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, should be.
Yep.
Should be. Okay. Thanks again for your time and your efforts.
Yep, no worries.
And I personally will be talking to you soon.
Yep,